I took my hands out. Started just doing some counting.
Sure.
August. Oh shit, August is right there.
Yeah,
so let me be the third person to tell you, Dr. Mark Lamont. Shannon Sharpe will not be back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Shannon Sharpe and his legal team are aggressively contesting rape allegations from a woman in a Nevada civil suit. On Tuesday, lawyers for the woman released audio for what appeared to be Shannon Sharpe threatening to choke her. Shannon Sharpe and his lawyer, Lanny Davis, responded by accusing the woman's lawyer of racism, outing the woman as an adult content creator, and saying they would be suing the pair for defamation. The ESPN commentator and Pro Football Hall of Famer called the suit against him a shakedown. Shannon Sharpe denied raping the woman and released explicit text messages from her on Monday in an effort to prove that the pair were in a consensual relationship.
Ass back over here.
Oh man! All right, that was great. Thank you, Mark.
No problem. So anyway, you DM'd
Shannon Sharpe.
No.
So, and like I said, it was a quick exchange, but since then I've gotten a lot of information that I think we should focus on.
Sure.
So, piece of information number one, he announced very recently, as of this broadcast, that he is taking some time away from ESPN.
Sure.
He announced that?
He actually said, I'm going to step away.
No, that ain't what I said.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but he put it out there.
And Freeze was on it too. Can you break down what happened? Because it was an unk moment.
It definitely was an unk moment. Somebody sent him a text message of what to say. They typed it out. Yo, dog, copy this. This is your statement. They even signed his name at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I posted it.
Yeah, yo, post this. That's what they told him. Yo, post this.
Yeah.
He screenshot it, cropped a little box, and posted it.
Yeah. He took,
Yeah, you know.
Which made it look, to some people, including myself, even less authentic.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, it looked like you may not even read it.
You didn't read it.
You know what I'm saying? Like PR team just
screenshot and hit tweet.
But what the message effectively said was that he's stepping away from ESPN to deal with this unfair attack that he's receiving, but that he'll be back by the start of the NFL preseason.
Yeah, I read that.
Which is interesting, right?
Oh.
No, I was going to say one more thing. I spoke to two executives at ESPN the day before.
Fucking journalist right here.
Right.
Yeah.
And what they told me was that he wasn't returning to ESPN. Like that they were already going to cut him. So I'm wondering if either they changed their mind, or I got to put all the possibilities out there.
Sure.
Or this is his team trying to preempt that. Like I'm gonna take a break before y'all officially fire me, because now they can't say he's fired, and hoping that this dies and goes away.
The second that he said he would be back at the start of NFL preseason, I took my hands out. Started just doing some counting.
Sure.
August. Oh shit, August is right there.
Yeah,
so let me be the third person to tell you, Dr. Mark Lamont. Shannon Sharpe will not be back at the start of NFL preseason.
Or season. Or playoffs.
Or postseason.
Shannon Sharpe will never see the ESPN airwaves again. And we wish that on no one. But he won't be back in August. But
Wait, time out. If he were to be acquitted, exonerated, whatever the word is,
it can't work.
Not by August.
It's too bad now.
Well, yes, but I'm saying certainly not by August.
Gotcha.
Dog, every 10 minutes something else is coming out.
There's a new accuser now.
Like,
yeah, I read that.
Like now, we're at the point where we're in full-on attack mode. Like just the noise, again, you talk about companies and weighing your risk. The noise is too loud at this point.
And this is Disney.
Yeah, Disney don't play.
I'd like to know what happens to his other platforms. Like, great, you won't be with Disney.
Right.
What happens with Nightcap? What happens with your shit?
I think he'll be fine.
Some of that shit
I love that he's still working.
Yeah.
Because I like to see people work through the drama.
Yeah.
Are those his?
Nightcap is Shay Shay isn't. Shay Shay's owned by
Volume, right?
Volume. Yeah. So, I mean, look, he makes a lot of money for people. And if you don't have a brand, if you're not brand conscious, like these YouTube channels generally aren't, you'll be fine. Now, I'm sure he lost a hell of a large bag.
He might take some of the little logos off the YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that shit's gonna be.
He's having a lot of private conversations in the back channels.
Yeah,
for certain.
So I don't know if he, and I'm curious to know what y'all think. Like, I think he's mishandled this at every turn.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
At every turn, releasing the information about the girl didn't do what he thought it was going to do.
Yeah. It hurt.
Yeah,
it hurt a lot more than it helped.
Yeah.
He need a fixer.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You need a Olivia Pope or somebody on your squad. You need somebody there to say, "Yo, dog, chill out. Let us handle this."
Right.
Releasing the girl is when he lost me.
That didn't help either.
Once I saw the girl, I'm dead ass.
Say more.
It's not a $25,000 butt cheek.
No.
For me, for me, it's the same. For me, it's the same. Same rules apply for when we talk about the age gaps the other way. It's no difference to me.
Right.
You are 56 years old, about to be 57. My girl was talking about, "Oh, you're 50 years old." I said, "No, the fuck he ain't." Let me hit the Google. No, he ain't. It's just 50. He ain't 50.
Yeah.
No, you 56 years old, and you met the girl. See, that's what I was asking you. It was unclear when we recorded last time. All that was said that broke while we were recording was he met this girl when she was 19, which is foul. But I don't know when you met the girl, and that don't say when you started being romantic, so I won't rush to judgment. Nigga, they say you met the girl in 2023. Nigga, that's yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna say
That's very, 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 very recent. So now you just nasty. If you didn't do nothing wrong and your story is legit, you look nuts, dog.
crazy.
And that's why he can't get back to ESPN, because even if he did nothing wrong and nothing illegal, just the shit he's acknowledged he did.
Yep.
Looks absolutely nuts with this little tiny OnlyFans girl.
Listen, I am 41 years old. My wife is 31 years old. We were at a college bar in Elmira this last weekend, which is all probably 21, 22-year-olds. And I felt anxious and weird and had to get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
weird.
obviously we have no interest in sleeping with any of these people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
You don't want to talk to him, damn near.
I don't want to. I don't even want them to look at me or look.
Our world should not.
We should not coexist.
Yes,
And
His kids are older.
I'm 15 years younger than him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
His kids are older than that girl.
Yeah.
That's
the thing.
I don't judge age gaps. Obviously, I just said that me and my wife have a 10-year age gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 10 years as well.
Fucking with teenagers is crazy to me.
Yep.
It's wild. So he also, because there's a few angles you play when you get caught in a situation like this. One is I didn't do it. Two, whoever they is, are setting me up. So we tend to close ranks around people who get set up. You lose they're setting me up when you 54 with a 19-year-old that you met at the gym. You know what I mean?
Stop right there. That's another thing I had to get clarity on when I went home and had time to think to myself. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't.
What, meet her at the gym?
You didn't. You didn't. That's something that was able to fly last time when we were just recording there. Oh, I met her in the gym. All right, cool. Once I seen it, you was not just on the fucking Stairmaster. You wasn't just trekking along
damn, yo.
and exchange. Stop, yo, stop. Now you playing with me now.
Yeah.
Now you playing with me now.
Well, a theory's been floated by his bodyguard. He did a tweet and delete.
Absolutely love tweet and deletes. Those are my favorite things that people do.
The messiest shit ever.
The messiest shit ever. His name he goes by Big Zaka. On April 24th, he tweeted, "Fuck NDA." That's, non-disclosure agreement. Fuck NDA. That nigga Shannon met his hoe at a Diddy party when she was 17.
Yikes.
Watch Cat back, and you'll understand me. To watch the Cat Williams interview back from 2024. Now, again, I don't know if it's true. I don't know anything about it, but this is another piece of information in response to what you just said.
Without knowing if it's true, just the tweet takes that Cat Williams level to God, that Cat Williams interview to godlike status for me.
What's the reference in the? I don't know the reference from the Cat.
What he's saying is, watch the Cat Williams Shannon Sharpe interview when he was talking about Puff and the Puff parties, and in relation to meeting white girls and what white women will do to you. The Kang conversation that he mentioned, Jonathan Majors. Okay, Monique kind of had this same conversation with him. I saw that, yeah. But to say that tweet about Cat Williams, that says that Cat Williams is kind of doing this interview knowing about you, because in that I went to look for it, and Cat is saying, "Yo, dog, I'm able to speak this way because I know about everything I'm saying. I have receipts. I can talk." So if you put any validity to the tweet, it's like, all right, Cat Williams know about you and it's playing in your face.
Got it. I didn't catch that reference at first.
Yeah, me either.
That's ill. That's ill. The next stage of this is more accusations come out. One, an old accusation is revealed. There was the information that he apparently settled, or Fox Sports settled a suit with an employee who said that he choked her. Now his team responded and said it wasn't what it sounded like. He didn't choke somebody out in the middle of the job, but that there was some playful, physical interactions that happened. And I guess it'd be like if we were tussling at work and somebody decided to sue. Like if Flip just started choking me while we were wrestling, and I decided to sue Flip. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like it would be
Not
like.
the company.
What'd you say?
I think that's page 9. On the contract.
Don't do that.
Not the company.
And you can't do that with a woman, bro.
No, agree. And we don't know if that's what happened, right? That's his team. But the team did say, ask Fox Sports what happened, which you tend not to do unless you're telling the truth. So
I don't know Fox Sports.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right.
That never works on me. Ask such and such. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
But then there's the accusation from a former girlfriend that's come up of actual sexual assault and stalking. So
She had a restraining order and everything.
right. And when he was at CBS Sports, he was sat down for a moment until the restraining order was lifted, and they sort of let it go. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for him to get back to ESPN. And again, I'm not wishing anything on anybody, but it's hard when you see CBS, Fox, this. When you see this case. It's hard for people become less willing to believe that this is just a big misunderstanding. The third time.
Right.
Or the fourth time, or whatever it is.
Even the audio of the phone call that when was first released, he made it seem like it was chopped and edited to
Make him look a certain way.
yeah, like he was talking dirty and then she chopped it up and made it look like some other shit. But it don't sound great. It does sound edited, but it don't sound great. And you don't sound sexy. That I know niggas change their voice for sexy time talk.
Yeah.
I know, come on, man. Listen, I've been on Earth long enough to know that part. That wasn't sexy time voice. I'ma choke you. That was the other choke you.
I'ma fuck you up.
That was the
That was that. Yo, I'ma fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know what you like. You know what you did.
That's just what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. We telling the truth here.
No, that's what it sounded like to me too.
Hey, yo, hold on. We
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna be mindful.
No, you're not. You're gonna take the other side in a horrible situation like that.
I'm not gonna take the other side. No.
You got 2 years of being a contract. Hold up, y'all. I mean, what did the bitch do?
I'm not taking the other side. I just watch us hold ours to the fire, and there are the other side. There are praise for dating 19 and 20-year-olds. You know what I mean? And that's just a thing that I've been sitting with. Like when it comes to us and our
Great point.
people, we hold them to the fire, Shannon, but when
Shannon, we kill. Bill Belichick, we don't.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
When Leo and them do it, and it's praise, and it's like a thing. It's like an influx. It's like a rotation of it. Like, okay, I met her at 19. Now she's 22. I'm gonna go for another 19-year-old. And people, oh, look at this girl. She's the hot model. Or look what we got. They taking pictures and stuff like that, which is understanding. No disrespect to Parks and Poe in y'all culture, probably. I don't know, but. That's just the only thing I've been looking at. Of course, also looking at what he's done. Yo, man, she's young and you playing around with her. Obviously, you miss all the cues and stuff like that. You're not really in tune. You're just out of tune. You can know when you're being recorded, just how certain things are said, the gaps in the conversation, and you just didn't pay attention for whatever reason, whatever journey or whatever mindset you were in. You know what I mean? Prayers to him. You know what I mean? But you got whatever's coming to him, you got to deal with it.
Does anyone want to address Flip's first point? I think it was an amazing point.
Thank you.
And I would like to respond to it, but my response is like some of the most ignorant shit I ever thought in my brain, so I'm going to just chill.
Let Mark.
I'm going to let Mark go first.
Yes.
See?
I have two thoughts on it.
Come on, Mark.
One, I don't think that all things are the same reversed, right? I think sometimes we do have to look at specific dynamics. However, I can't think of any situation where a 54-year-old and a 19-year-old makes sense, regardless of the gender.
I'm with you.
Two women, two men, woman, whatever. I don't care. It feels predatory, and I just nothing a 54-year-old has.
It's just awkward.
It's just
at the least.
Yeah.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right, and it makes me wonder. It's just it's fucked up. The second piece of it though is I do think that I think we give white men more leeway on that stuff. But they do criticize Leonardo DiCaprio for it, and people do think that Al Pacino is disgusting for having like
Bill Belichick. There's been plenty of jokes about all of the above.
they're getting challenged now.
But it's jokes though.
I was about to say, and that's
It's just
difference.
jokes.
Yeah, like at the Jeff Ross roast, it'll come up as opposed to it seeming like criminal.
They're not being held to the stake though. They're not being held to the fire.
And that's true.
Hey, to be fair though, if we found out that Bill Belichick was doing some of the things that Shannon is accused of, I think the jokes would be there. Jokes and serious conversations would be there in the same way. Same for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. But who is okay?
And that's what I wanted to say. I'm glad. Thank you, Parks.
You're welcome.
That's what I want to say, right? Like, if the same thing were happening in the other examples, we would look at that. We would look at that a certain way. Like
we would.
We know evil
People
shit.
would, I think.
What I'm saying is, we know evil shit happens on Earth.
We do.
As a bystander, if you older niggas would like to fuck 19-year-olds, then have at it. But there's a way to do that so that it stays y'all business. And me as a bystander don't have anything to say about it.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Like it sounds.
The reason we don't really hear, I don't know their business.
There's plenty of these old niggas that's running around getting their rocks off with these 18 and 19-year-old women. We know that. We not stupid.
It's a lot of them niggas doing the same shit that Shannon is accused of doing.
Yeah.
Why we don't know?
There is a way that stuff has to happen.
They're doing the other side of that too. For whatever reason, when the victim feels like talking now,
Yeah.
that's where the door gets open.
What also opens?
We don't hear that in a Leo case, a Belichick case. We ain't heard nobody that they've dated come out and say nothing. We see pictures. We see, okay, he's with this young girl. He's with this young girl, but we see him smiling.
Yeah.
So we don't think nothing's wrong. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
And we
It
still
could be
make
the worst
jokes,
shit in the
by the
world.
way.
Yeah,
We
people
make the
make
jokes,
jokes, yeah,
but
yeah.
in the Shannon case,
It's
the
no
details we heard, there is no jokes to make here.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the business of tearing black men down. So I certainly won't use this opportunity to tear down Shannon. But I'd be lying if I said my position wasn't thinking that he did a fantastic job doing that on his own. It wasn't anybody's place to do that.
Yeah.
For Shannon Shannon now has to go into one of the greatest fall offs you ever saw.
Yeah. Right at the
In the event that you had great things happening for Shannon the way I did.
Yeah.
Well, great that they were happening already.
they started to happen.
If you got 10 million on the hush, on the settlement, then great things are happening. This is going down as this is in the fucking.
This is worse than Jonathan Majors. This is
way worse.
This is like
Way
Kanye
worse. This
level
is
drop.
way worse than Jonathan.
Jonathan Majors was still ascending.
Jonathan
Right.
Majors was on the cusp of almost getting there. Shannon had gotten there.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's
And then jumped off.
In a second career.
Word.
Oh yeah.
Third, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's been broadcasting for a little bit, and then
So many of his contemporaries, I'm sure, hated him and the trajectory he was on.
yeah.
Actually, if
Yeah,
I
one in
believe,
Shaq.
Yeah.
well, then there's the Shaq rumors
Yeah.
going around about the role that Shaq played. Shaq is New Jersey.
Yep.
So
There's
yeah.
heavy allegations there, so I'm gonna choose to skip it. That's not what I do here. But if you believe the text messages that are going around that she posted or her team posted about all of the media people that Shannon didn't fuck with,
Yeah. He's definitely not.
it was a
in check.
long list. It was a long list.
Yeah. He said, but he did say I'm cordial with them.
He's just getting up there talking all this. You just met this girl
Why
and telling
are
her
you
everything.
confiding
Like, what
in
the
this
fuck are you
little
doing, OG?
tiny
Come on,
OnlyFans
man.
girl?
Yeah,
And
what
if
are
you're
you
gonna do
doing?
that, get the OnlyFans girl whose subscription costs a little more than hers. Because that's the other thing. When you see Bill Belichick and them do it, long hair, tall, flamingo-like.
Associated with one of them big fucking Wilhelmas or whatever the fucking
that's
big
what I'm
agencies.
saying.
Yeah.
Don't just show
They
me the
know the
bitch
game.
that's $4 a month that you confiding in. No, that's not how this goes.
Why do we do that? Can y'all break that down? Because I feel like
Well, if the subscription is for. Wait, what part you was talking about?
Sometimes they do the special, you know.
Yeah, the bundle.
remember in Jungle Fever when in Jungle Fever when Sam Jackson was talking about black men, white women. He was like, when a white man get a black woman, she's a penthouse pet. When a black man get a white woman, she's an outhouse pet.
Yeah.
His whole point was we reach so far below when they're a white woman. in terms of attractiveness, in terms of all that stuff. Why the fuck that seems to be the pattern. Like, as long as they white, we happy.
That's what it be.
Is it that simple?
Niggas just want to get them a white chick. They go for the middest of the mid pack.
I'm not gonna do that.
A lot of these, fam, we gonna tell the truth.
No, I'm not debating on
We tell the truth. A lot of these niggas run around just to say, I got my white. I got my white. I don't care what it looked like.
Right.
Yeah,
That's mediocre.
I agree with that. I'm just saying that's not gonna be my position with him.
No, we're not saying he asking the question why in general. And that is what happens a lot of the time. Niggas just be so glad to get a white chick, they don't care what she look like.
Trash.
She seemed to be fit. I don't think he would have a comparable black woman.
You couldn't bag a hotter white chick?
Yeah.
I don't want to jungle fever this out, nigga. It's niggas that date bad white joints.
Yeah, fire.
It's times where I stepped out and the chick across from me was the bad white joint.
Fire,
bad.
nigga.
You got
Flame,
it,
nigga.
Hey,
you gotta give in.
what's Rebecca?
What's up? Hey.
Yo, Sarah.
Hey, Vanilla. Hey, yeah.
He might have had them. We never saw this chick with him.
You didn't.
We don't. But they play the game. They know what they doing. They ain't said nothing. We didn't know this chick existed until she started talking.
Nigga, Michelle didn't sound like she was hot.
She didn't sound like she was hot.
Yeah, she could have been hot. I'm saying that tape didn't sound like
what I'm saying.
And I'm moving the goalpost now. I'm just saying when you of a certain ilk, certain behaviors have to stop. I don't give a fuck how you was raised. I don't care how you grew up.
Right.
Some of these niggas grew up with that dark-skinned, ugly nigga complex.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some of them was shooting at the right hoop, and it just didn't go their way. So now, in their little white school that they went to, or all the white trails that they went through to become a successful athlete, now you just in white land. So whether that be the bad one or the mid one, that's just where you at. You're not even shooting at sisters no more. But Shannon could have got him shit for the money that this little white girl was talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all acting like this the only white girl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know what he had. She's just the one talking.
Well, that's why I'm only addressing her. Whoever else he got, for lack of a better term, is covert.
Yes.
Is in silence.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to say when you're moving in silence.
As was she.
Whatever your kink, if you into some wild, kinky, freak boy shit, it should be in silence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's when they start doing all the NDAs. Yo, the celebrity sex clubs in LA where you have to hand in your passport and sign the application and it's super, super secretive. Like, there's ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You just bugging the fuck out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Too much money.
And you have the means to do the fly shit.
And that's what I'm saying. You can't do that if you know you have a 9-figure negotiation in front of you. I'm not trying to make this all about the money, but at some point we just got to use our fucking heads here.
Yeah.
Hey,
I agree.
If I'm wilding when it's negotiation time, I stopped. It's that simple.
Wow,
hey,
right,
if
right.
I smoke weed when it's piss test time,
I stop.
I stop.
Yeah.
It's not that fucking deep.
It's not.
And you niggas is portraying yourself as fucking media mavens and geniuses and slip up at the worst possible spots. And it's sad to fucking see.
It is.
It is.
It is sad.
It's sad.
But to your piss test theory, or your piss test example, some of them been getting away with it.
Some of them drink
So,
the tea.
not even.
They go get the tea.
I got a good
buy some piss.
I got a good talk game, and I could talk to it. All right, I'm gonna let you go this time. I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
I've been getting away with this.
Yeah.
So I don't think nothing bad is gonna come from it
Right.
until it happens, and it's like, oh shit, now I done fucked up.
Well, if I was playing the odds, a 19-year-old white girl wouldn't be the odds I would play to not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Detox.
Yeah.
Man, go date somebody your fucking age or not far from it. When you 56, dog, you got the whole 40 and ups. There's 40 and ups out there.
35
is perfect.
Yo,
Wow.
if you got 25,000 per cheek, if you got it like that, yo, dog, you do not have to fuck little tiny Alice.
Yeah.
But you know what though? It's the same thing when we had the Tracy Ellis conversation. And I said, to me, it sounded like she wanted to do some shit to people that the older niggas might not have been with. Some of them older chicks ain't going for this shit that he want. You gotta get somebody that he was into some wild shit. going by her messages.
Can we talk about some of that wild shit for a minute?
Sure.
Please.
So,
And then we'll go to an ad.
I'm down. I'm kink shaming now. I know I said we don't kink shame. That's off the table. I'm kink shaming now.
I saw your tweet and I agree with it so
I'm
much
sorry.
because you said you were talking about kink shaming, and I was like, yeah, generally I don't. But slave play in particular, and this isn't technically slave play, but it's in that genre.
It's in the realm.
You know, even the text message, I want you to put a big black baby in me. Once people start talking like that to a black person and they not black, it's going down a certain lane.
Yes.
And that seemed to be the type of time he was on, as far as like wanting certain kinds of sex, be talked to a certain way, to treat her a certain kind of way. And like you said, if you got that big black buck complex, then you feel like you're getting a little bit of
Getting it off.
some get back by tossing the girl from Cinnabon around and shit. So
Niggas watching Rosewood.
I think there's a misconception that when we say, or when I say, let me speak for us, I don't kink shame, that you're admonishing all rules that come along with having a kink, and that's not what I'm saying.
no word.
I'm not going to kink shame because I don't kink shame. That's not in my ministry. Whatever gets your dick going or your vagina going behind closed doors is your business, and I can't tell you nothing about it, no matter how egregious it may seem to me. However, you shouldn't text your kink.
I should know your kink.
Yeah.
Texting a kink is very. Now you've entered the world of legalities.
Right.
Now you've entered the world of public opinion.
Yeah.
It's almost like that unwritten rule of, or joke in my household of, hey, whatever we say during sexy time, you can't wake up in the morning and start
Not wanna talk
telling
about
me
it.
what the fuck I said when we
Oh,
fucking.
fuck no.
No.
You can't do that.
No.
That's against. That ain't law.
That was in passion, nigga. That was in horniness.
That was in that.
I
yeah,
said
yeah,
mad shit
I said
last
mad
night.
crazy
Nigga.
shit, nigga.
I don't ever hear that again, right?
The sun is up.
Yo, nigga, I feel the shame, nigga. It's like a vampire, nigga. My body start to burn. All that shit, I don't want to. All that shit I said, nigga, that was in the moment.
Sorry, I was horny.
That was in the moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That was
My
horny
bad.
talk.
The
horny
I
do
don't
that.
wanna talk about that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I just think he broke a lot of rules that and
He just
that come
old, Joe.
That's
He
it.
old, and he old.
older is supposed to mean wiser.
No,
Not for everybody.
Not for everyone.
Not for everybody,
And-
though.
It's supposed to.
And on top of that, like, I feel, I'm not blaming anyone. I just feel, no.
I think them football niggas got a different type
Yeah.
of aggression, and just because you stop playing football don't mean that it's like
aggression goes away.
I always refer back to Ghost Power Season 1, where every time Ghost went and killed somebody, he went and fucked Angela or his wife with a different type of dick, having visions of the murder. Like, that was telling a story. I believe that to be true, though I've never killed anybody. I could see football players having to still get that shit off when they're not on the field.
Yeah.
Especially if you, and I'm not talking about Shannon now, if you putting certain things in your body, if you're juicing, you don't know what effects other things are having on you.
We've seen retired football players, snap.
Yeah.
With a lot of aggression, and then it's CTE and it's stuff like that. Like we've seen
another
this. We've
piece.
seen a whole pattern of this. So yeah, they do have that aggression way after leaving the game.
And back to Ryan Coogler's point, this don't happen if you don't invite him in.
That's it. Yeah.
This don't happen if you don't invite him in.
And invite him in, for real.
I saw a preview of a football movie, too, with Marlon Wayans. In the movie.
I don't support him.
Marlon Wayne.
It's not Marlon Wayne. I don't support. That's Jordan Peele.
Peele.
Oh, you don't support him?
Nope.
Y'all got beef?
No.
I don't got beef with him. I just don't.
Stylistically, I'm not into
His
what
name.
he
His
does.
name
I
to
get
me
that.
says no.
Yeah.
When I see his name on it, I'm cool.
His name.
He's
You gotta explain
I'm not
that.
gonna lie. Sinners was like a Jordan Peele, but like
Y'all gotta explain.
Well done.
I was about to say I think that's an insult to Ryan Coogler, but I see what
No,
you're saying.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, explain that to me
That's
later.
my point.
Explain it to me later of why I don't, because
He just fooled me too many times. That's all.
There's some black.
He just fooled me too many
There's
times.
black people that pull on the equity differently. There's black people that use their Hollywood green light to tell other stories.
Okay.
I like Jordan Peele too.
and maybe lean on
I
the
love Get
black
Out.
and maybe lean on the
Out, I
blackness
like
for
it.
marketing, or a very surface level, low hanging fruit type of storyline in terms of societal norms and racism and historically yada 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 yada.
Okay.
It was nothing but nuance and substance and culture in that Ryan Coogler shit.
Yeah.
Somebody that just breezed by the culture can't do it. You can't fake it. It's back to the Kendrick Drake point that I'm leaving, but that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what you're saying.
That's what it is. That's what Ryan Coogler versus Jordan Peele is for me. Like I didn't rush to all that Jordan Peele shit. Like
any Jordan Peele movie that you did like, Joe? Any Jordan Peele movie that you liked initially?
I'm sure you had one.
Get Out.
I figured you like Get Out, and then
Get
it
Out
went
was,
down.
Get Out was fire.
I like the Aliens one with what's her name? I like that one.
Nope.
I hated
What's
the.
her
Oh no, yeah,
I ain't fuck with that either.
I like that one.
Absolutely hated no.
Hated that.
I hated the
I hated
one.
that. I hated.
I think I hated Get Out too.
Whatever the one is where they ended up holding
That's
hands at the end.
That's Us.
That was horrible.
And Us, I hate. That's probably one of my worst movies ever. But
Really?
it was, and I can admit it. It was the marketing behind the movie that like it set a expectation going into it.
Yeah.
And when I saw the movie, I'm like, okay, y'all are bullshitting with me.
This is like M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, he's on the list.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole and him are on the same list to me.
And I feel like all those are the same movies.
A little bit. A little bit.
Get Out was
My
good.
favorite thing that Jordan Peele introduced me to was the slowing down of hip hop classics to make it sound like some Freddy Krueger anthem.
And that was working for us. Just that alone was
Everybody stole that.
Get Out.
I love it.
Get Out was with the guy escaping from the white people that was trying to have him tied in the basement.
Yeah.
Got it.
working. Sunken Place. all
Sunken
that
Place.
shit.
I thought that's my favorite one.
That was
Got
amazing.
it.
That was amazing.
But his stuff feels a little didactic at times. Like it feels very like heavy-handed and like there's just no subtlety to it. You remember like Don't Be Missed, maybe like message. Sometimes I feel like that's what he's doing. Whereas with I'm talking about Peele, but with Ryan Coogler, it's the exact opposite. Like that Buddy Guy scene was probably the most didactic of the whole thing, and that happened as a postscript. The rest of the film was subtle and smooth, and I don't feel like I get that sometimes. It feels like too much. Right. And it feels like Twitter banter sometimes, his films, for me. Like it feels like how people who talk about race on Twitter,
exactly,
like the biracials on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
So not speaking on behalf of us.
What he thinks us is.
Yeah, he is.
He's us.
He thinks he is, and he's doing that for some people.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a